Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever it is for you, wherever you are in this great big world. Maybe you're on the static planet like we are. That's where we love to hang out. I'll tell you what, man, we both had a couple shots, actually triple shots of that good old apple cider vinegar. We had a cold shower, not together, in our own places, of course. Gail's still slugging the apple cider vinegar there, folks. Probably a little additives there, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, but that's his business, not yours. Anyways, yes. Apple cider vinegar, static planet. I said that. Oh my God. My name is Michael John of Michael John Paranormal Ghost Stories. That is the name of my book as well. Michael John's Paranormal Ghost Stories, available on Amazon.com, where all fine books are sold. Any Amazon outlet, you can get your book now. These are all my personal ghost stories, my personal experiences over the course of 30 years. And yes, some of those stories even include my co-ghost host right there, the man of the hour, the man of the power, too sweet to be sour, Gail, hot spirits, Quigley. There is no other like that other, my brother from another mother, Dale. High Spirit Quigley, let me tell you. Dale, we got a lot going on, man. Again, busy these last few weeks, and we are not slowing down. The Paranormal Voice train is continuing to go down the tracks. Hashtag blessed, thankful, grateful. Hashtag how lucky are we? Oh my God, this is great, dude. This is great. What do we got going on? I'm actually wearing the shirt. We're doing something this coming weekend in Lockport, New York, with the Buffalo Phantom Hunters. One of our good friends, Frank Roberts, Coop Cop, a good friend of the one and only Timothy Shaw. Well, maybe we shouldn't say that too loud. Maybe Frank will be upset because, you know, not everybody wants to know and let people know they know Timothy Shaw. Anyway, we won't go there. Dale, what's going on this Friday?
Oh man, yes. I mean, we are heading into the final stretch of our season, really. I mean, here we are. We got this Saturday. We are going to be at the Western Block up in Lockport, New York, being a part of their event that they have every Saturday in October. They do what it's called Family Day, and they bring in the kids and they teach the kids about paranormal equipment and then take them on a hunt. So we are very gracious that they invited us down to be a part of that, Frank and Heather. So yeah, if you are in the Lockport, New York area and are looking for something fun to do, check it out. Western Block. Go to paraniagara.com and read all about it. Get up your tickets and all that. That is this coming Saturday. And I believe they do every Saturday in the month of October right into the beginning of November. But check out the website. They have it all in there. And and then after that, buddy, we are headed off to Connecticut to the Warrens Paracon. Looking forward to that. So anybody who is in the Mohegan Sun Casino area, come on down to the Warrens Paracon. I'll tell you, it is an absolute amazing event. I attended it last year, and I said it was going to be our dream to bring the paranormal voice to that Paracon, and sure enough, we're there, buddy. We are there. We are going to be hanging out with some of the best. The best of the best. And we are going to be able to hang out with the real Annabelle doll. So that's exciting in itself.
No. Annabelle gets to hang out with us. Come on.
All right. Absolutely. But yeah, and then
good Lord.
After that, November 4th and 5th, we are headed down to Mount Pleasant, Michigan, to the Mid-Michigan Paracon at the Soaring Eagle Casino. That is it. So that, once again, is 4th and 5th. So, Soaring folks, Eagle. There we go, folks. We've got the Soaring Eagle. And
soaring something. Good Lord.
Soaring something. But yes, check us out there. We are going to be at the Soaring Eagle Casino. Mid-Michigan Paracon. And then we wrap it up with our favorite event of the year. That is the Old Mill Parafest right there in Dundee, Michigan, November 11th.
Love it.
Wow, I can't wait to get back there. Another amazing event, and all of our good friends hang out there.
The main event speaker, who?
I don't know.
John Zaffis.
John Zaffis. All right. The OG John Zaffis. Yes. Who we were lucky enough to have on the show while we were up at the Sage Paracon up in Virginia. My God, we have been so busy. And folks, laughing. John Zaffis is so there. And we got our good friend Deb DeRuse hanging out on the side with us. Hello, Deb. We love you. We love RJ. And we got a Facebook user.
Mama Deb.
We got a Facebook user. I'm a ghost hunter. I've been to the Conjuring House. Absolutely amazing. I'm so jealous. I want to be at the Conjuring House.
No kidding.
Annabelle
is one lucky chick, says Deb DeRuse. You know it, Deb. You know it. Oh,
absolutely. But yes, folks. So, Facebook user, if you could type in who you are so we can give you a shout out on the air. But yes, no, it's an amazing event. And like I said, our own Michael John's got his book out. So make sure you go over to Amazon and get yourself a copy. And then, hey, wherever we're at, Michael John would be more than happy to sign your book for you. Hey, wait a minute.
Absolutely.
Speaking of signing books, you haven't even autographed my book yet. What the?
You haven't brought it to me to sign, silly boy.
Oh, wow. Well, hey. Technicalities.
What? Anytime. Anybody, anywhere. I've said that, and people have reached out to me, a couple now, in the area, in the city, or in the outskirts of. I've actually gone out and signed a few books now, made personal appearances, gone right to their doorstep to do it, and I'll do that for anybody. I'm happy to do it. Are you kidding? You support me, you support the Paranormal Voice and what we're doing and what we believe in. If you went so far as to order my book, number one, I'm humbled and I'm grateful for you to do that, and I'm happy to definitely sign it for you. I'll even sign a fake name. I'll sign, I don't know. Anyway, I'll sign it for you for sure.
All right, buddy, let's get to our amazing guests today. We've had them before. We love these people. They've been so good to us. It's always good to hang out and talk with fellow Canadian investigators. We love our Canadian investigators, and we love these people too.
And we love them too. Okay.
And we love them too.
And it's cool. I mean, we're right here in Windsor, Ontario. For those that don't know, oh my God, I never said who we are. We're the voice of the paranormal, the voice for the paranormal. We are Windsor, Ontario's own, the Paranormal Voice. With that being said, we are right across. We are on the border town. We are the border town. We are right across from Detroit, Michigan. These lovely ladies are up the road, up the 401 eastbound, ladies and gentlemen, 401 eastbound, in a place called Thunder Bay, Ontario. I heard a rumor. Well, actually, not the rumor, but we were backstage talking to these lovely two ladies before we got going here, folks. And October 31st, almost like clockwork, they get snow. Can you believe that? I was telling them we could count on one hand. I've been around 51 years. I've been living in Windsor, Ontario my whole life. I could count on one hand how many times we've had snowfall, right, Dale?
Absolutely. But we get a little bit of rain and cold. That's about it.
You know what? These girls, they have events. So they do public hunts. They do fundraisers, etc. These lovely ladies. Every one of them, I'm looking on their website, everything's sold out. Every one of their events is sold out. You want to talk about getting out there and making a difference for your community, getting out there and sharing some paranormal spirit, sharing some paranormal love, getting it done. Mel and Gail Willis, they are the Lucky Paranormal. Please bring them out now. Lucky Paranormal.
Oh, there they are again. They keep showing up like apparitions.
Poof, there they are. I love it.
Thank you for having us.
Are you kidding? Why wouldn't we have you? I mean, we got to run into you at the MI Paracon earlier this year. And we chatted for a few minutes, which was great to see you. We got some hugs in. I got to get my arms around you, which is great. That's what it's about. It's about seeing each other. There's a camaraderie there. There's a friendship that develops really quick when you have things in common, like the paranormal, like ghosties and the like, A to Z, of course. You know, and you girls, you sleep, drink, breathe, bleed paranormal, and that's what we love about you. That's why we had to have you on again. And I mean, you guys are selling out. Anything you do, anything you put your hands on becomes instant gold for you. You sell it out. You're very humble. Oh, well, it's only so many people. We were talking backstage. The bottom line is you're selling it out, because just because it's a small number doesn't make it easy, you know, but you're getting it done. I mean, you're at the Brody's, it says the Brody's Resource Library. It's called Spirits in the Library. You got one coming up October 19th. Tomorrow, October 16th, and October 19th as well. Also, Museum After Dark event. That's at the Thunder Bay Museum. You've got a few of those. You just did one on the 13th. You got one October 21st. That's sold out. There's one not quite sold out yet, but I'm going to predict it and look at my crystal ball and say, yeah, you're going to sell that out too. And that'll be October 30th. So, girls, with all this, I mean, we're not even scratching the surface on who is the lucky paranormal ladies. But number one, and take a turn, please, for the love of God. What got you girls started into the paranormal?
Can I go first?
No, you go first.
Yeah. So in my early 20s, I did some paranormal stuff with a couple friends. And then, you know, life happens and I put it on the back burner. And then a few years ago, my mom passed away. And I thought, well, I want to talk to my mom. There's got to be, you know, more to life than this. And so I just started going out and doing investigations. And then I got hooked.
It's easy to get hooked, right? It's so quick. I mean, for us, and I mean, for Dale, I know we can relate. Anybody listening now or watching now and even later on, so many people, when you get into the paranormal, there's that addiction, there's that adrenaline rush. You just can't get enough of it. Once you feel it once, oh my God, whether you get an EVP, you hear a disembodied voice, somebody knocks 3 times for you on the ceiling if you want me, as the song goes, but right? All those things count for something. And that's it. That's what gets you hooked. I love that you said that.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I think that I grew up having a family that was a little bit open to paranormal experiences. So my grandmother and my grandfather had a house in Milton, Ontario, that went through generation to generation, and it was haunted. And I remember being young, sleeping in the attic and going, this is really scary, you know, and I had a hard time sleeping up there, but my grandma would tell stories of it being haunted. And then just recently, my dad told me that he experienced paranormal activity in that house as well. So that sort of got me interested in it. And then I started doing like tarot card reading in my 20s. So I still do that. And then just a couple, like recently, just a year or two ago, Mel and I started investigating, and now we're doing it like clockwork. You know, almost every week we're out there doing some sort of paranormal activity investigation. So
you girls really are busy, and I love it. I tip my hat to you, because it's not an easy feat to be. I mean, you guys don't stop, and you guys hold normal jobs as well, or is this all you do?
Yes, no, we do have normal careers.
Wow, good for you. Wow.
But you know what, Michael John and Dale, Thunder Bay loves Halloween. We have like a route where people go and they do up all their houses with Halloween scary stuff, and they have like all these different like hundreds of houses that they do up, and people do a tour and they do maps and stuff like that. So Thunder Bay is really big on Halloween, so it's good for us.
And then on the 28th, they have an event called the Howl, where all the bars downtown open up. And so you dress up and you go from bar to bar and you hop I think it's like, how many places?
Eight or nine
places. Venues that you get to go to all dressed up.
Yeah.
And
that sounds amazing.
Pardon?
Right? You have a drink at each one?
Yeah, or a few.
Or a few.
My girl. There you go.
Oh, guys, that sounds fun. I kind of want to go hang out and just do that for a night. That would be fun.
No kidding.
Wow.
Just
want to say hello to the lovely Rhonda Hertz tuning in.
Rhonda, we love you.
Miss Donna Roberts is tuning in. So yeah, no, it's no. I mean, you know, it's so nice to see just how communities embrace Halloween, because really we know Halloween is a North American thing. It's not a worldwide thing, because when you talk to people from other countries and they say, "What do you guys do?" and you say, "Well, October 31st is Halloween," and you explain it to them, they think that's pretty fascinating. How people can go house to house and ask for candy, and I was like, to us, we think it's normal, but to other parts of the world, they're like, really, you guys really do that? I'm like, yeah, they dress up. You get to be something fun for a day, and it's fun for the kids to enjoy.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, it's quite interesting. But yeah, no, it's sorry guys, just
Go on.
stuff going on behind the scenes here. Anyways, so yeah, no, I was just like, wow, it's been like a weird time, and we got our good buddy Mark. Mark is
Herzog.
watching, and Herzog. That's it. I can't even make out his name right now. Anyways, so back to where we were. We were talking about this pub crawl. That's a Halloween theme. So yeah, no, that's pretty amazing. So does that like the town put that on, the BIA or whatever it is up in that area?
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Yeah. So if I could, maybe I'll just like entice you guys to come to Thunder Bay, because next year we're going to do a paranormal convention.
Wow.
Absolutely. Yeah. No, for sure. Yeah. No.
Absolutely.
Yeah. No.
What's that?
Now you have to make the trip to Thunder Bay.
Well, I can tell you for sure, I'm not driving, because I mean, I love to drive, but we will figure it out for sure. No, that's exciting for you guys. So let's talk about that for a minute. What brought you guys to do your own Paracon?
There isn't any Paracons around here, so we figured we'd do it.
Yeah, why not?
Build it, they will come, right?
You know what? And it sounds like Thunder Bay would be the good place to do it, because it's open, embracing everything you guys are doing out there. So obviously they've already welcomed that. So hey, you know what? Congratulations, you guys. Yeah, no, keep us in full details, and we would be more than happy to come up there to support a Canadian event for sure.
Awesome. We appreciate you offering us as well. That sounds amazing. So thank you. We'd love to do it.
It's going to be fantastic.
So we got a Mark Colvin on the side here. He says Kenora Phantom Fandom is here to support.
Hey! We know Mark. We just investigated with him a couple weeks ago.
Thanks for being here, Mark. We appreciate you tuning in. That's awesome. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
So let's get back on the topic here. Sorry, guys. So tell us, what would be your most freakiest thing that ever happened to you while investigating?
Creepiest, freakiest, weirdest thing. Let's get it correct there.
All right.
Oh boy.
I would say the Hermitage Ruins in Ancaster, Ontario.
The where? The what?
The Ancaster. It's in Ancaster. It's the Hermitage Ruins. So it's their summer house, and it burnt down. But then in the 70s and 80s, they did satanic rituals there.
Oh,
I haven't forgot that part. And so we're like, let's go to the Hermitage. And so we invited our friend Kate. Who's a psychic, and we were hanging out, and I went behind like the building, whatever's left of it, and I'm like, I feel really barfy. And so I come out, I'm like, oh my god, I feel sick. And Gail's just filming, like she doesn't care. I'm like, no, I'm not feeling well. So then we get to the front, we sit down again, and then we're like, well, let's try EVP, right? And so we turn on the recorder, and we're like, because the War of 1812 was also there. So we're like, are you from the War of 1812? And we get this guy's voice, and it says, sure was, like super creepy. And then he proceeds to say, it's like heaven, doom. And then the wind just picks up like full speed and like whoosh, and we're like, and then our friend Kate, who's a psychic, is like, the energies have shifted. And I'm like, bye, we're out.
Wow.
Yeah, it was pretty scary.
It was very intense and it didn't feel very good.
Yeah.
So now,
Actually,
have
like,
you girls ever
when we-
seen?
Oh,
Sorry.
sorry, go ahead.
No, you go ahead, please.
I was just gonna say that, like, at the time we didn't know what the spirit said because we were like voice recording, and because the wind picked up, we were like, okay, well, let's go because it's kind of feeling really not so great. But then when we got home to Thunder Bay, of course, we review all the footage and go through it. And when we heard that, we listened to it over and over again. We really try to debunk everything. And I really could not sleep after that. It was terrifying, the voice that we got. And this is kind of unusual. We don't normally get that type of like a demonic voice coming through. And not only that, but the whole atmosphere switched and the wind going, and it was just really kind of scary. So yeah, that was probably one of the scariest, creepiest moments. Yeah.
So, have you ever seen an apparition?
Yeah.
I don't think I have. Wait, maybe I have.
Yes, you have. That house that we were going to buy.
Oh yeah, I've seen an apparition a few times, but not while investigating. Just like before.
Interesting.
Yeah. So I saw one time we had a house just down the road here, and the neighbor passed away. His name was Basil, and a few weeks later, I saw him at my front door. So I just turned white. I turned white.
Now, so now, when you say you saw Basil, I mean, did he look ghostly, or did he look like some people say when they see a ghost, you can't tell the difference? I've never seen an apparition myself like that.
Yeah.
So did he look human or did he look ghostly? You're like, okay, something's
No,
up.
at this one he looked human. Like I thought he was at my door, but it was like just a flash. So he wasn't there for a long time, but my brain recognized it, and then he was gone. Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Wow. Now, so did that startle you, scare you, or you're just like, oh, it's Basil? Like, what was your reaction?
I think I turned white.
And I stared at her. I'm like, what's wrong? And she's like, Basil's outside. I'm like, no, he's not anymore.
Yeah.
Wow. So you saw her, but you didn't, or you saw him? But
no, I
you
wasn't.
didn't.
I wasn't looking out the window. I was in the living room doing whatever. Yeah. But there was one time we did go to an open house, and we both walked into the bedroom, and then you could see a gentleman in the bed trying to get himself up, and I was like,
wait, hold on,
I'm out, and
wait, sorry, he was trying to do what? Did I hear that right?
He was trying to get out of bed.
It was an open house. Like we were buying the house, nobody was in it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wow.
He was not real.
No.
wow.
The house was
Did he
empty.
see you?
I don't
Did he
think
see
so.
you?
No. And again, it's just like a very slight moment, right? Like it's just a very quick thing that we
Yes.
both saw and was like, "Did you see that?" Yeah.
We didn't buy that house.
No.
See, I would have put my money down and go, no, I want this one right now. Because I want this for myself. It's like on my bucket list of things to buy is a haunted house. So so going back to Basil and then this one here. So would you say it was kind of like a residual type of thing going on? Because did he come to your house before Basil died?
Never.
No, not to the door.
So that's weird how all of a sudden he would be because it's like usually in the afterlife, if something that they usually did, they would do in the afterlife as well.
Yeah, no, he intentionally came over almost to say goodbye.
Mm.
Wow, that's cool. I mean, I don't know how I would feel about my dead neighbors coming over to say goodbye after they're gone, but I'd be like, I think I would have like a camera stuck at my door 24/7 if that was the case, because I'd be like, this will be some great evidence after a while.
Yeah. No kidding.
So Now, to the second part, the guy that you saw in the bed. Now, obviously, it was his house. Did he die in that room, or do you guys
I
know?
don't know, but he looked very confused. Like he looked at me like, "What are you doing in my bedroom?" And I looked at him like, "What are you doing in this open house? You shouldn't be here."
That's a two-way street. Yeah. What are you doing here? And, yeah. Oh my God, that is so amazing. We got the lovely Miss Lala Bright tuning in. Lala, thank you for tuning in.
Hoorah. Love you, Lala.
Yeah. Wow, that's fascinating. I mean, you hear those stories a lot where you go into a place, and I think John Tunney is famous for making me think this way, is because with his storytelling, he actually makes you believe that when you're walking through a crowd of people, you actually look at everybody and go, how many of these people are really here?
Right. Yeah.
He's got a good point. I love John
does,
Tunney.
yes.
Oh my God. I'm a huge
Oh, he's
fanboy of John Tunney.
fantastic.
You gotta put the cards down, man. He's the bomb for sure. Gets you thinking
Yeah.
on so
Yeah,
many
for
levels,
sure.
right? Now, girls,
Yeah.
when you're out there in the field doing your thing, I mean, describe a night. So Lucky Paranormal walks into an alleged haunted place. Like to say alleged, right? What's the first thing you do when would you guys do a walkthrough? Do you go right at it? Like, what's your routine?
We actually ground and shield before we go in. We've had too many little stragglers. Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Protection.
Okay.
Yes. Then we go in and we do a walk around, and if somebody is there showing us the place, then we'll hear the stories and take like baseline as we go. And then we go by feel as to where we should start and what we should use.
No, I imagine it's a case by case basis. Like,
I can tell you why you're hearing birds. There's about 6 of them upstairs.
wow.
We'll just close the door.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're good.
Oh, hey, you know what? I love the sound of birds. It's one of those. It's a feel good thing to hear birds stopping. Yeah. So anyways, as we were, so it's a case by case basis. I mean, if you're being called in because somebody's having an issue, you obviously handle it a little bit different than if you guys are saying, "Hey, let's go like check out the Conjuring house," because I mean, you guys are then walking into something that's well known, famous, and you guys will approach that a little bit different than if it's a private case. Would I be correct on that?
Yeah, and we don't really get very many private investigations.
No?
No, because once we give them the paperwork to fill out all about their experiences and what's happening and document it for us, then they just don't seem to follow through. So.
Yeah, they don't like homework. It's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
How serious are they? Right. That definitely separates that real quick. So
yeah.
Absolutely. So, on the topic of places, where would be? See, I always like to know what is somebody's bucket list of paranormal places to visit. Where would be?
That's my
What's
go-to.
that?
Chillingham Castle in Scotland.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's
yeah,
both
no.
Yeah,
I think so.
I'll go wherever she's going.
I love it. That's
Actually,
like me following Dale. Same thing.
Yeah.
So where are you guys? Where are you? You were just supposed to say you guys are going somewhere.
Yeah. We're going somewhere in Southern Ontario soon.
Southern.
Yeah.
How far southern? Because we're about as southern as you can get in Ontario.
So we're going to Toronto, but then we're going in the vicinity of Toronto.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
A lot of amazing places up in Toronto. What is it called? The castle that's there. Oh man.
God. Yes.
Casa Loma. That's it. Yes.
So we are going to a haunted B&B. We've been invited by I don't even Belial Dawson. He's influencer on TikTok.
Okay.
but he has no idea about paranormal, and so he wanted to do something for Halloween, and so he reached out to us and asked us to come down. So we're flying down and staying 2 nights in a haunted bed and breakfast.
So
With him,
what
it
are
was
the
a separate
stories?
We don't even know.
Stories?
We haven't even looked it up. No. We're going in blind.
I love it. I love it.
That's the way to investigate is blind. Not know nothing about the building and just walk right in and see what you guys can figure out, and then afterwards put all the puzzle pieces. That's how I love to investigate. I like to know very little about the places I'm going into, because then this way here you're not influenced or have predetermined thoughts about what's in store or any of the stories. And then this way here later on you can always match that up with other investigations or just by doing the research to go along with the house as it is.
Yeah.
So that's exciting. No, Toronto. I Toronto's very good. Got some good friends up in Hamilton, Ontario. They're called Haunted Hamilton. Stephanie up that way. Spooky Steph. An amazing investigator for the long time. A lot of places around Hamilton if you guys are interested. And Niagara Falls area, like that whole area, like Toronto to Niagara Falls, a lot of good haunted spots if you guys are ever interested in just taking a paranormal road trip together.
Yeah.
And check it out. What's that?
I said every summer we go somewhere.
Well, you know what, and that's kind of goal too. Like that's with us with the show. It's like I love to take it to places I've never been. Like I was just in King George, Virginia, this just a few weeks ago for Sage Paracon up at the Belgrove Plantation, and I'll tell you, what amazing place. I would love to go back to do just an investigation because we got to investigate it like the Saturday night, but it was like a public investigation. So I love public investigations because you get to see the reactions of people who've never investigated before. But at the same time, it's like, now I want to go back to investigate it myself because we had so much really interesting stuff. Like I would love to go back to explore it even more. The house actually belongs to one of the first presidents of the United States.
Oh wow, that would be amazing.
Don't ask me which one because I'm just not that. It was a whirlwind weekend. The only thing I really did enjoy to do while I was up in Virginia, I actually got to go to the house that George Washington grew up in.
Oh, cool. That's
so
awesome.
It was like 30 minutes up the road, and I'm like, I got to do something while I'm up here. I just can't do one thing and not explore, especially because I never know when I'm going to get back to Virginia again. So
yeah, true.
So with that, what else do you guys got going on? I mean, you got your talks, you got your ghost walks, you got your Paragon. What else is left for Paranormal? What's left for Lucky Paranormal to branch out to do?
Oh, who knows?
I don't know.
Guys,
we have a couple. Right, we have a couple new members who are slowly joining us on different investigations. So the group is growing. So there's that. So we've actually gone to. There's a psychiatric hospital in Thunder Bay that's been closed down for many years. So we just went around the outside, and at one point we were in the back with the spirit box, and it said we're lost souls. So it was quite an emotional investigation. So we're going to be posting that probably this week sometime.
Yeah, we do have a couple of investigations.
And apparently I'm going with Mark in Kenora to do more investigations. So it's kind of funny because there's our group, and then there's a group in Dryden, which is 4 hours from here. Then in Kenora, which is 6 hours from here. And then Winnipeg, which is 8 hours. So we all got together in Kenora and did a big group investigation together.
Wow.
What was in Kenora?
The Mathers Walls house.
Yeah. Haunted tea house.
What happened there?
We didn't have very many experiences, but that's not to say there wasn't a bunch happening. But it was a public event, so it's kind of hard to really get the evidence that we're looking
Right.
for.
Mhm.
Yeah, when you got a lot of people, it's a little tougher, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Now,
But it was
let me
amazing.
ask this. I mean,
Everybody's great.
would you girls take turns and go into a haunted location one at a time? Mel, go. Gail's going to stay outside and go on Facebook and do Twitter or something while you're inside. You girls do that sort of thing?
I would.
Mel would, I would not.
No? Wow, I'm surprised to hear that. Wow. Okay. Okay.
I'm usually the one in the doing the camera. So like I
Yes.
film most of the time. And so I'm just looking through the little screen. And so I'm almost like separated from what's going on. So going in
Okay.
myself, I would be a bit hesitant depending on the location,
Now, what about, I mean, you've got some good EVPs. I mean, we've heard that. What about disembodied voices? Have you guys ever had anything like that type of an experience?
I think so, yeah.
Yes. Just 3 weeks ago at on Lake Superior.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
On
there were-
Lake Superior.
Yeah, we're
right
on the shore. So
Okay,
there was 6 of us.
There's 6 of us, and the location it's on the shore, but it's on the First Nation. And the location,
Wow.
I think, is like, well, it's not sacred, but people go there.
And do rituals and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so,
There you have it.
well, you can tell the story. Sorry.
So we were standing there, and you could hear someone say, "We love it," and all of us are like, "Did you hear that?" Like we're all like, "Who said that? Where is it coming from?" And you can see me
Right.
walking around and trying to find somebody.
Yeah.
There's nobody there.
A few
Awesome.
occasions that happened at that location.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right on the lake. Because the Lake Superior is like a graveyard of ships. So
Okay.
it's
Yes, it
very,
is.
very spooky. Yeah.
The Edmund
And lots of
Fitzgerald
UFOs
is one
too
of
in
them,
Thunder Bay.
right?
Pardon?
The Edmund
Pardon?
Fitzgerald is one of them.
Yes.
That's all
Wow.
my history. It's gone now. That's it. Don't ask me anything else. That's all I know.
He just blew it. He blew his whole history lesson right there in one shot, in one
Done,
sentence.
done. But girls, how cool is that? I mean, you're out on a lake, literally, and you're getting disembodied voices around there. I mean, what a hot spot that is for, like you said. I mean, a ship graveyard, basically, more or less, right? So, I mean, how many tortured souls from drowning and wanting to get home to their loved ones and all that sort of stuff that would go on in your head when that's it. You're literally your ship is sunk, literally, man. So wow, to experience that's pretty amazing. Thanks for sharing that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Cool.
So I would like to take this conversation in a little bit different direction here. Now we're about everything about the paranormal. You're up in Thunder Bay, Ontario. You gotta have a UFO experience.
Yes.
Yes. Here we go.
Now,
Please talk about your UFO experience, because we got the lovely Deb over there, who is one of the organizers for the UFO Contact Convention. So
also one of the guest hosts or co-hosts of the Voice of Contact
this is a contact.
show as
Yes.
well. Yes.
Okay, awesome. So Thunder Bay feels like a mecca for UFOs. It was just a few weeks ago that there was a UFO sighting in Nebing, which is about 45 minutes maybe west,
East at the most.
Yeah, and it was just posted on Facebook, like in the community Facebook page. We've had lots of people come to us telling us about their UFO experiences. We have had UFO experiences coming from one of the lakes that is nearby.
Wow.
So we were out camping at Northern Lights Lake, and we were driving back in the middle of the night on the highway. And all of a sudden, we see this ball of light in the sky, and we stop. And we had a sunroof at the time, so I hop out, and I'm filming it, and I'm watching. I'm like, well, it's one of those balloons that they set off when someone passes away, and then it zoomed across. I'm like, oh, maybe not. And then it went up and down, and then it shot off. I was like, okay, that wasn't a balloon.
Yep.
And we have it
Wow.
on our YouTube channel.
Oh,
Okay.
cool.
What's your
Yeah.
YouTube channel?
Lucky Paranormal.
Lucky Paranormal is the YouTube channel.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, cool. That is awesome. So, now, have you had any other kinds of alien experiences, like besides seeing ships? Have you like had any dreams, any visions, anything like that?
I haven't. No, I have not.
Aliens scare me more than ghosts. Let's be honest.
Really?
Yeah.
That's pretty. I mean, I know me and Michael John had our experiences at the start of this year, and that was pretty amazing. But yeah, I'll let Michael John tell you better, because I'll tell you, I wasn't treated so well.
Oh no.
No, what it was is we like to go out for drives, and when we really want to brainstorm about the show or ideas, or just talk about stuff in general. So we went out for a drive on January 1st. We were out into an area of the city, well, the area. It's called Cottam, Ontario, and so Michael John. Well, let me back up a few seconds here. So as we were driving down this road, he looks across the road, and in this field, we could just see this black creature. Like well, we could just see it was black. It looked like it was crouching down, but we couldn't tell what it was or what it was doing. So anyways, a tree line shows up and we lost visibility. So then Michael Johns is like, hey, I had a family member who lived just beside a graveyard. Well, you tell me those and I've got to check it out because I love my graveyards. So we turn into this little town called Cottam. We come to this four-way stop, and across the street diagonally from me, there was a building, and on the side of the building, it said Simple Bakery. So I'm like, oh, look at that, Simple Bakery. And then we just continue on across the stop, through the four-way stop, get to the other side of the road. And we were talking about remote viewing at this time, because that is one of my things, is that I would love to learn how to remote view. So and then I looked at the time with me and Michael John. It's one of those, we love our synchronized time things. Mm-hmm. Things are all in synchronicities. So I said, what was it, Mike? 222 or something like that, or 333, or 4, I know 4, it was 444. Nice. Even a better number. But yeah, so we're driving straight. We come to the end of the road. Now you can only turn left or right. So I know where I want to go, so we have to go left. So we're driving and we're still talking. We drove by this one house. He goes, nope, that's not it. So we drove up a little bit further up the road. There was a graveyard. So I kind of slowed down a bit, but there was no way of getting into the graveyard. So I just kind of said, okay, let's just continue on our way home. So we're still driving, and we're just talking away, and then all of a sudden we come to a stop sign, and Michael John's looking at me. He goes, hey, there's that Simple Bakery again. I was like, what are you talking about? And he goes, right there. And right to my left, like right across the street. Now we're like right across the street from it. There's the Simple Bakery. I don't know how we got there. And then Michael John looked at the time and he goes, dude, it's like we lost like 12 minutes or 11, 16 minutes.
I got chills.
Oh my God.
So I'm like, how did we get back here? Like, we were on a different road going the opposite direction of where this was.
So
and
now,
then,
yeah, right. So, let me take over here. So,
yeah.
So now we're in shock. We're like, we don't know what the hell's going on. So like, there's 5-minute intervals, maybe even 10-minute intervals. We're not saying anything.
Oh
hey,
my
Dale?
God.
Yeah. We just kept looking at each other going, what the F happened?
Right.
Yeah. Holy cow.
So then we're like, wait a minute. Did we lose time?
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, that was our whole conversation. So I made it back to the main highway, and we just kept looking at each other, going, "What the hell happened?" Like I wasn't feeling very well after it. I was like I don't know if it was nerves or like just anxiety kicking in, but yeah. So it was like we're just talking. We're like, "What do we do?" And we're like, and then it was like our good friends Deb and RJ DeRoos were like, "Well, let's call them and talk to them because
Exactly.
they're experiencers themselves." So we're like, let's tell them what happened to us, and then we told them what happened to us, and they're like, okay, we want you guys to not talk about it to each other, just write down everything that happened to you that you can remember, step by step, moment by moment. And after I did that, I went on Google Maps and I brought up the map of the area we were in, and we went back on a video conference, and then I showed them the like the driving, the way we were driving, and then the road that we got put back on and put back into this little town again. But
Wow.
it was so to move forward a little bit. We got a really good friend of ours, Mary Bassett, who does regression work with MUFON. So Michael John has been he got a regression done by her. So this is the part I said I wasn't treated so well, because really they wanted they wanted Michael John, but since I was with them, they took me too and they switched me off. They put me in a corner and just switched me off.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
basically, yeah. Yeah.
So
Weird.
because the only thing I can remember out of the whole thing is staring up at the sky, and I could see a ship that was just sitting there in the sky, and that's the only thing I can remember. But Michael John had his experiences of what they did with him. I mean, it wasn't anything bad, but and then it was like poof, they put us back, and it was like on a different road going in a different direction.
Wow.
But the same spot, if that makes sense.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The same crossroads.
Right.
And what do you remember about the experience?
Well, I got out of the vehicle. I approached. There's a white light. There's a wall of white light. When I got there, 3 beings approached me, 3 grays, 3 different heights. One was about 4 feet. One was about 6. The other one was about 8. And they spoke to me. I'll save that for my book, the rest of it. Or you can check out the Voice of Contact. Of course, there is the episode of that regression as well on Mystical Awakenings YouTube channel, of course.
Okay.
But yeah, it's pretty crazy, and it's still ongoing. You know, there's still more. So I'm writing my second book now, and it's going to be based around all of this. You know,
Awesome.
so
I can't wait to read about it.
Yeah, we're looking forward to that book too.
But yeah, Dale.
No.
We were holding hands for a bit there, Dale, and I going through whatever, you know, that whole all that chicanery. I'll tell you that.
But yeah, no, I get tucked in the corner like, what the fuck? What? I'm not interested enough for aliens to play with me. Like, what the hell?
You almost
That's
okay.
Okay. No, you know what? It's still the fact that we've had that experience. I mean, it is what it is, and you know what? And I'm pretty sure it probably won't be either of us's last experience with the Galactics or the aliens, because I'm sure there's more to come yet. But yeah, no. So yeah, that's our UFO story in a nutshell. And so let's turn it over a little bit more. Let's turn the dial a little bit more to the right and talk about cryptids. Is there any cryptid sightings in Thunder Bay?
Probably.
I've actually had one experience that I still can't put my head around. I was driving out to an area of town, and I was with my dad. and I was 19 maybe at the most, and we turned on this road, and I saw this man dog running across the street, and as it got to the bush, it stood up and ran. And for like 20 years, I never spoke of it because I was like, what? And I said, Dad, did you see that? He's like, no. I'm like,
Nope, don't see the video.
Don't even go there.
yeah. So it took me a very long time to even acknowledge that I actually saw that. It was pretty terrifying.
Interesting.
But
someone on the side's asking us, what is everyone's thoughts on the Colorado train video of Sasquatch?
Well, that's Carol. She's in our group. Hi, Carol.
Well, I'll tell you what, from what I saw of it, it's pretty interesting because it's for it to be someone in a suit. I don't know. I'm not going to go there. I'm going to say because it's squatted down as a predator would, he's kind of hiding. He or she was hiding. I don't know if it noticed the train. It probably did, but it squats down. I mean, the short of the video I saw, it's squatting down and kind of trying to blend in. You know, it looked pretty realistic to me for what I know. I'm not Mr. Know-It-All when it comes to cryptids. It's my passion, Sasquatch, but especially Dogman. I'll tell you that. But no, I thought it was a phenomenal video. It was a great catch. But I mean, you're going to have everybody, all the naysayers and all the people that want to ruin it and not believe. And that's cool. But I'm a believer, and I'm going to say yes. From what I could see, I thought it was pretty interesting footage, Carol. Yeah. Thanks for the question. What do you guys think?
Yes.
I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen that.
Carol's going to have to fill me in.
I saw it. I saw it shortly after it made its worldwide debut. I'm sorely on the fence about it because I'm no cryptid expert either. I'll let more of the people that you're frozen in time, but hopefully you'll come back. Maybe he's being abducted again. Who knows?
That was my thoughts. I'm like, oh no.
Wait. Nope, I don't see any alien ships. I'm good. Hello.
Are you there?
I'm trying to be.
He's trying to be. All right. Well, I'm just gonna give you my thoughts on this real quick. So I saw the video. I thought it was very compelling, very interesting. The movements is definitely not like anything that would be human. I would think it looks fairly like a young Bigfoot or Sasquatch because the height of it in the video just does not look like it would be, because they normally say, Bigfoots are like between 8 to 12 feet in height. But as soon as it sat down, I was like, it kind of blended in so well with the rest of its environment. And it's like, if that was a suit or something that was fake, I don't think it would have blended in as well as it did with the rest of its environment. So that's all I'm going to say about that. Very interesting, very compelling. Yeah, the same. Sure. You're going to have a lot of people out there saying, it's fake because
that's
people
what they do.
That's just, But you know what? Only in time will it tell that if it was ever true or not. But I think I think it's very interesting. I think it's one of the best amateur filmed piece of evidence that I've ever seen. Almost makes me want to go take a couple of train rides.
Well, we haven't seen it, so we're gonna have to YouTube it and find it.
Oh yeah, just go on YouTube, punch in Bigfoot Colorado or Train Colorado or Bigfoot Train Colorado. You're bound to find it. It's all over the internet. You got some of the heavy hitters right now that are weighing in on it. Like Ronnie LeBlanc from Expedition Bigfoot has weighed in on it. And like I said, everybody's got their opinion, but it is what it is. And like I said, I don't want to say that it's fake, and I don't want to say it's real, but I'm right on the fence. And my gosh, if it's real, wow, that is the most compelling piece of evidence that we would probably see to date. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, have you guys heard about the Sasquatch University? It's out of Trent University in Ottawa.
No.
Yeah,
Do
there's
tell.
two guys. Yeah, so the Trent University has like a Sasquatch club, and there's a couple guys there that search for Sasquatch, and they have a new show coming out this year on Wild TV.
Really?
oh, cool. We're gonna have to find. Do you happen to know the name of these guys, or?
You know what? I think his last name's Willis.
Oh, that's
That'd be easy to remember.
But yeah, no, I have his email, so I can look into it and send you some more information.
Absolutely, we'd love to talk to those guys. I mean, why not? I mean, that's interesting, especially something local happening with the Bigfoot world. Why not? I mean,
Yeah, for sure, especially in Canada,
it's,
and they're looking at Sasquatches in Muskoka. So I'm saying you got to come even farther north. Like Muskoka is not that far
They're
away
everywhere.
from Toronto.
Oh,
These
yeah,
things are
I mean-
everywhere, eh?
oh, excuse me. No, I mean, yeah, I mean, when you learn more about the cryptid world, and especially Bigfoots and Dogmen, I mean, when you find out what habitat they're most likely to thrive in, which is wooded area, water, and a lot of wildlife, I mean, how can there not possibly be something?
Mm-hmm. That's
You
right.
just got to know what to look for then, right? Like the stick
Yeah.
structures and, of course, footprints and their
Yeah.
scat, et cetera, right?
Yeah.
But always learning new things, what to look for, their nests, stuff like that, right? Very
Absolutely.
interesting.
But wow, I mean, we're almost out of time, ladies, and I want to give you guys an opportunity just to talk to us once again about what you guys are doing for the next few weeks, where people can possibly find tickets if there's any left, and everything, all the information. If somebody wants to contact you, where do they contact you? How do they contact you?
So you can contact us through our website, luckyparanormal.com. We have a few museums coming up, investigations in the library, and some ghost walks. Unfortunately, everything's sold out. Even the one that says it's not is actually sold out.
Oh,
We just haven't
man,
taken
good
those
for you.
tickets off the website yet.
Congratulations.
Thank you. So we have a few events going on, and then, like we said, we're going to Southern Ontario to do this big TikTok-y thing. I don't know. I don't know. He said, "Do you want to go?" I'm like, absolutely. So, yeah. So we're doing that, and then hopefully in November we can kind of slow down a little bit.
And then we're organizing the Paracon for October 4th, 5th, and 6th, 2024.
Wow.
4th, 5th, and 6th. All right, so mark that on your
messing
calendar.
around.
Yeah.
You girls are
And
not
it's in a
messing
haunted
around.
hotel, so
Yeah, the venue's
Nice.
already gotten paid for, and we're good to go. So
Wow.
Can you give us a sneak peek of the guests?
yeah,
Like
no, not
speakers?
yet. Nothing's been
No.
official.
not yeah.
All right.
So, mhm.
Fair enough.
It's on the tip of my tongue.
I know she's about to spill. I'm like, no, you can't, because no one signed a contract yet. So we have to wait.
Well, that's
Absolutely.
exciting. I'm happy for you.
Thank
Yes, no, exciting stuff for sure. I mean, I look forward to you guys are doing some amazing work out there. Keep up the good stuff. We look forward to watching your journey as you guys grow. I just want to say thank you once again for you guys taking your time out of your busy schedule to talk to us. And we hope you guys bundle up nice and warm for your ghost walks.
Thank
Yes.
you. Yeah, we will.
I want to say, of course, thank you first and foremost to our guests, the very lovely Mel and Gail Willis, Lucky Paranormal. Check them out on their website, luckyparanormal.com, for all their latest happenings. They're coming to take me away for all their latest happenings, of course, and what's up the road for them. Always something exciting, innovative from these two lovely young ladies. I'm always amazed what you guys are doing. You're always doing something different. You're always successful at it. That's why you call yourselves Lucky Paranormal. I remember you told us when we first met you, you got that name because you've had so much amazing luck, amazing opportunities
Yes.
from day one. And I hope it continues on for you. I really do. I think it will. Thank you, of course, to all the creeps, the freaks, the weirdos that make up the TPV Nation. We can't do what we do without day one member to day now. And, of course, again, lovely guests like the lovely ladies of the Lucky Paranormal. We will see you all on the other side. But in the meantime and in between time, happy hauntings.
Happy hauntings.
Thanks, guys.